Okay. All right, here we go with the most boring setup again, except for game 3. Of the Charms and Potions expansion. All right. Dice. Got a bigger section of potions now. That we already opened for game 3 or pack 3. Some more player boards. And I'll show you, if you followed along, I'll show you what we're going to try with the big old Hogwarts deck. We're going to try a variation of the Hogwarts deck. All right, so take out the Horcruxes. We don't need those. All right, pack 3 encounters. Oh, I should get the slight rules for game 3 just to make sure we're all good. Another player board. Oh, it's pack 3, not game 3. Okay, so let's see what we need. Dudes. Okay. All right, so let's take out the encounters from the previous packs. Okay, so we won't need those as well. All right, so this time, pack 3 included, instead of Dark Arts cards, they put Dark Arts potions into the deck. So when you get one of these, you put it in front of you, and you have a permanent disability until you complete that potion. So I don't know how well that's going to go. I guess it could be good because there's not an immediate thing like we've had before, but there's quite a few of them. There's quite a few of those potions going to be scattered throughout this. So yeah, you draw a potion. If you draw a Dark Arts potion, it comes out and stays in front of you. You can collect ingredients for it just like you would for the other potions we did last game. And then you can get rid of it. So I can imagine then it's possible to have 2 or 3 potions in front of you. Yikes. Especially if you're on a location where you're revealing 3 or 4 Dark Arts cards, yeah. Okay. So we've got that big stack. Okay, so we've added those. Okay, so this time for the villains. Okay, so we take our villains. And the game 7 Voldemort, of course. I knew that was probably going to happen. Okay, so take the game 7 Voldy. And I need Draco and Lucius again. Oh, there's so many other villains in here. Okay, I think they purposely make the combo off each other now. Okay, so I need Draco. All right, my internet is just trash apparently this morning, so it cut out on the other one. Let's see if it stays consistent here. So I was setting up the villains. So according to the rules in the counter, I need Draco, Lucius, Tom Riddle, and Bellatrix, and 5 randoms. With the game 7 Voldemort. Okay, so I'm going to turn these over. So it is kind of a surprise. 5 others. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put those back. Game 7 bolding on top. Okay. Okay, so let's move this up to the side. Clear board, move this. Okay, here's our charms. We'll select our charms right before we play, depending on which encounters we might need. We do get a new shelf for the potions board. There's pack 3. So that changes also slightly from game to game. Not only do we have some new potions, we have a new shelf or new requirements for those potions. There's the board. Potions board. Here's our new potions. These are good. Shuffle up here. Okay, so which shelf do we want to use? So we have take an ingredient if his hero's at 10 health, defeat a villain, draw an extra card. That seems pretty hard. Assign lightning and money to villains, acquire 2 more cards, lose 3 or more health. There are 2 more locations, play an ally. Draw an extra card. That happens. An ally is available to acquire. Oh, so that means if they just come out, use your charm ability. Maybe I'll wait till Danny gets here, and right before we play, we can decide which side we want to use. From there. All right, let's grab our ingredients. And these go all face down first, so we can't cherry pick which ingredients for the potions. Alright, so stack all these up here. Alright, so we just start filling this up here. Okay, and let's go. Well, I might as well reveal these 2. So there's the Mandrake and the Beguiling Bubbles. That's a new one. Choose one, draw a card, or banish this card to remove 1 from location. Perfect. Those are always good. Okay, so there's our shelves. Okay, just make sure I do all of these correct here. Okay, potion cards. Shelf, we did the potions. The Dark Arts potions have an ongoing effect. If you draw one, place it face up in front of you until the potion is brewed. By adding ingredients to it, the hero that drew it is restricted on what they can do on that turn. Any hero, just not the one who drew the card, may add ingredients to the potion. Okay, so that's good. So somebody can help out. Okay, got all those. Okay, so here's what I've decided to do with this. I looked up on the internet, and there's a couple people on Board Game Geek talking about this, and they had some different suggestions that they tried. One person says that they draw 2 cards to replace, and they pick one of them to put out. So you're going through twice the deck. They said it actually made some pretty good decisions as far as what to keep and throw away. So they said sometimes they had really good, both were really good, and it was hard to decide which one to throw away. One guy had some really complicated system, like taking all the 2s, the 3s, and then rolling a die and choosing one here. I didn't think we need to get that far in depth of it. So what we're going to try and do this game, I think we'll see how we like this variant. What I did is I took all the cards and I have separated them into their values of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then all of the few 7s, and then the 1, 8 Dumbledore were all in one stack. So that gives me 6 stacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, all the 5s. All the 6s, and then a few 7s and 8s. There's more 7s than I thought in here. Okay, so I think what we're going to try is we're going to take these in kind of an epic variant that I've used for other games, where you just kind of put in a way everything out. Oh, and then some people said that they stack the same ones on top of each other. I think that's harder to do now because the deck's so big. The same spell coming out 2 or 3 times in a row. Of course, there's the whole market wipe all 6 at once for once per game, but you could still end up with that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take all the 2s, shuffle them together. I'm going to put them in one stack, and then what we'll do is we'll reveal only one from each stack. So I think this way there's always going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is always going to be available. It might make it too easy, though. I could see this happening maybe too easy because we can kind of cherry pick which deck we're going to go from, but we'll give it a try. I do kind of like the idea of drawing 2 cards or just using the whole deck and drawing 2 cards. You go through the deck twice as fast. But I'm going to try this one first. I've used this type of thing on other games like Xeno Shift and some other deck builders that I use. I've seen it used on Machikoro. So you always have a little bit of everything to choose from. 2 3s, here's all the 4s. And each deck is big enough at this point that I don't think we're going to really run out. Well, we won't run out, but I think we'll still have good choices. Again, some people might say you have too many good choices because you can always buy 2, but sometimes I feel like I want to have just 2, or I have just 2 coins. So this way I can almost always buy something. Well, we'll just try it out. See. I thought about just playing the last 2 games that we have, this pack 3 and pack 4, just going normal, but what the heck, let's go ahead and try this. I was actually surprised there wasn't more discussion on it, to be honest, about this Hogwarts deck. I thought there'd be tons of people on the forums about it, but there's only a couple people posted some ideas. And this almost always guarantees that we can pull Dumbledore, or there's a higher chance of Dumbledore getting used, even though it's still highly expensive. Okay, a few 6s. Okay, and then a few 7s and the 1 8. Well, definitely can't hurt anything to do it that way. Okay, so next, let's put this potions box back together. Alright, so last, we need to choose our proficiencies. And so here's my Harry deck, Harry's ability. Here's Danny's Ginny and her ability. So here's our proficiencies. We can discuss those before we play the next game. Kind of handpick what we need to help with those encounters, I think, and the same with the charms. Okay, last of all, we need tokens. All right, so get our heart tokens that we've been using. Maybe the Petrificus tokens, possibly. We don't need those. All right, so the lightning ones, I just got these. I found these on Amazon. So I'm going to take these cardboard ones that we talked about are already being kind of falling apart, and I found these on Amazon. These are actually for Keyforge. These are stun tokens from Keyforge, which is another game we play, so I thought bonus, I'll go ahead and get both of them. Or they can work for both games. So I'm going to replace these with our new tokens here. And I did order buy 3 packs of them, or I ordered 3 packs that came with 10 of each. There's about 30 of these in the bag, so I figured we need, because it is possible to have these spread out. So I think it ended up being about 15 or 20 bucks for all 3 of them. So we don't need to use those. So it's kind of a bonus. I can use them for Keyforge and for Harry Potter. So it was kind of a nice find. I'll put a link in the description of our gameplay. Well, I'll put it in this video too. I'll put a link in the description. I did get them off of Amazon, but they are broken tokens. I just went on Amazon and looked for lightning bolt tokens, and that was one of the first things that came up. Tried to find some on Etsy, and somebody had some 3D printed ones specifically for this game, but I'm not a big fan of 3D printed stuff. So I just went with the Amazon ones. I guess I could have bought them from Broken Token directly, but they're already on Amazon already. Okay, so we got our dark marks. So we've got those. Dark marks. Oh, I need the locations. Okay, so locations. Okay, we're all over the place on this one. Pack 3, the Malfoy Manor, the cave, and atop the tower. Again, these really have no difference or effect at all on the gameplay, but whatever. Those there. Got my Harry deck. We got the Genie. So yeah, we'll choose our. Jenny and I will discuss what proficiencies and charms we might want to use today to be able to, especially get through that encounter deck. That's about all I've got. I think we're ready for our setup. All right, we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.